All right, welcome to Survivor, the Australian Outback simulation. So we have the same teams, Kucha and Ogakor, and we're going to battle out to see who wins under the same circumstances as when it aired 20 plus years ago. All right, so let's proceed. So there's no alliances in Kucha. So we'll proceed to Ogakor. No alliances. Just as the game would tell you 20 years ago. Alright, so Kucha wins immunity. They also win 50 waterproof matches. So Michael is impressing the rest of the team. So this is very similar to the prior season when he was on originally on all the Australian Outback. But he also has a major meltdown. So I wonder if that'll impact his impressing the rest of the team. And we have a small alliance on Kucha with Alicia and Elizabeth, where Alicia's loyalty is at a 5 and Elizabeth is at a 4. So very weak alliance. Pretty much just hey, look after me, I'll look after you. And Jerry and Kel bond slightly. It has a lasting impact, which is crazy because Jerry called out Kel for the beef jerky. And Jerry and Tina have a minor disagreement. But apparently it doesn't affect much because they are in an alliance of 3 with Colby. So 5-4-5 alliance despite the disagreement. Alright, so we have our Ogakor. I'm going to predict it's looking by the first vote, it's either Amber or Mitchell. Alright. So Amber, that's 1 vote Amber. Kel, that's 1 vote Amber, 1 vote Kel, 6 votes left. Kel, that's 2 votes Kel, 1 vote Amber, 5 votes left. Amber, 2 votes Amber, 2 votes Kel, 4 votes left. Amber, 3 votes Amber, 2 votes Kel, 3 votes left. Kel, 3 votes Kel, 3 votes Amber, 2 votes left. Amber, that's 4 votes Amber, 3 votes Kel, 1 vote left. The first person voted out of Survivor Australia, Amber. 5 votes Amber, 3 votes Kel. So it looks like that we had our alliance of Jerry, Colby, Tina combined with Kel and Keith. So Marilyn, Mitchell, and Amber were at the bottom. So I think we're going to likely see Mitchell or Marilyn go on next episode if they lose. Alright, so let's move on to episode 2. And we still have our alliance with Alicia and Elizabeth. Elizabeth gaining the loyalty. And our alliance remains the same for Ogakor. So Ogakor wins reward. They win blankets. Hopefully this helps them with immunity. Ogakor wins immunity with that help of those blankets. So Kimmy and Michael have a minor disagreement on Kucha. So I'm thinking it's either Michael or Kimmy going home for Kucha. Alicia's impressing the rest of the tribe. Alicia and Kimmy find something in common. So I'm thinking it's Michael going home. And Kucha Tribe Alliance 1 dissolves. It just gains strength, but Alicia and Elizabeth dissolve. Holy smokes. So we have alliance of 6. With Alicia, Deb, Kimmy, Michael, Nick, and Roger. With Michael scooping only at 3 loyalty, and Alicia and Kimmy at 4. So that's going to break up quickly once the merge happens. And we have another alliance of 3 of the members from the first alliance. We have Alicia, Deb, and Roger have a little mini alliance. So Alicia, Deb, and Roger are running this game. And Roger's a loyalty of 4. All right. Tina is oppressing the rest of the team, and Keith and Marilyn bond strongly. All right. So based on the first vote, it looks like Varner's going home. But I still think it's probably Kimmy. And Jeff. That's 1 vote Jeff. Michael. That's 1 vote Jeff, 1 vote Michael. Jeff. 2 votes Jeff, 1 vote Michael, 5 votes left. Jeff. That's 3 votes Jeff, 1 vote Michael, 4 votes left. Michael. 3 votes Jeff, 2 votes Michael, 3 votes left. Jeff. That's 4 Jeff, 2 Michael, 2 votes left. The second person voted out of Survivor Australia is Jeff. That's 5, that's enough. The vote total was 6 votes Jeff, 2 votes Michael. Alright, so the only other person who voted for Michael was Elizabeth. So you're likely going to see the end of Elizabeth. And funny that Alicia flipped on Elizabeth, and she ended up at the better end of the deal. Alright, we're on episode 3. We're dead even. Let's move to the episode. Looks like, the loyalty's up to a 5 for these 3. And Michael is still at a 3 with that alliance. And we have our same alliance here with 3. So Kucha wins reward and they win fishing equipment. And Kucha wins immunity. So Elizabeth and Nick have a small fight. That's funny. And Deb and Michael bond slightly. It has a lot lasting impact. Well, I hope they bonded. They're in the same alliance. Michael leaves the alliance. I knew that 3 had to mean something. So now we have alliance of 1, 2, 3. Alliance of 5. So a new alliance. So Keith and Marilyn have a minor disagreement. But we have our first big alliance of Ogakor. So we have Jerry, Keith, Kel, Marilyn, and Tina. But it looks like the only person... Marilyn and Kel are very loyal, but Tina might leave this alliance. She's only at a 3. Alright, let's go to Tribal Council. It's looking like... Mitchell is the only one not in alliance. So we're going to go Mitchell. Mitchell. That's 1 vote Mitchell. Kel. 1 vote Kel, 1 vote Mitchell. 5 votes left. Mitchell. 2 votes Mitchell, 1 vote Kel, 4 votes left. Mitchell. 3 votes Mitchell, 1 vote Kel, 3 votes left. The third person voted out of Survivor Australia is Mitchell. That's 4, that's enough. And it was a 6-1 vote. Alright, we'll move on to our 4th episode. And it looks like everything's pretty much the same, other than Michael leaving last time. Excuse me. Alright. Oh, and it looks like Kel is even more loyal to this alliance at a 6. But Jerry and Tina are down to 3s for their 3-person alliance with Colby. So Kucha wins chickens, they win live chickens. And Ogakor wins immunity. So Roger and Alicia bond, it has a lasting impact. And Kel is oppressing the rest of the team, and Jerry and Tina are bonding. So it's looking like Roger's going home, so I'm going to say either Roger or Elizabeth. So Roger, that's 1 vote Roger. Roger, that's 2 Roger, 5 votes left. Elizabeth, it's 2 votes Roger, 1 vote Elizabeth, 4 votes left. Elizabeth, 2 votes Elizabeth, 2 votes Rogers, 3 votes left. Elizabeth, that's 3 Elizabeth, 2 votes Roger, 2 votes left. And the fourth person voted out of Survivor Australia is Elizabeth. That's 4. That's enough. Final vote count was 5-2. All right, and the only other person who voted for Roger was Michael Skupin, who left the alliance. That makes sense. All right. All right, continuing where I was off before, we have our alliances still with Tina at 3. Everything else mainly the same. All right, and Ogakor wins reward. They win toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, and other items from the catalog. And Ogakor wins immunity. And Deb randomly leaves the alliance. Okay. Colby and Jerry are disagreeing and has a long impact. Like 20 or so season impact, probably. Alright. So it looks like Kimmy might be the odd man out, but I still think it's Michael. That's 1 vote Kimmy. Michael. That's 1 vote Kimmy and 1 vote Michael. Michael. That's 2 votes Michael, 1 vote Kimmy. Michael. That's 3 votes Michael, 1 vote Kimmy, 2 votes left. And the 5th person voted out of Survivor Australia, Michael Skupin. That's 4. That's enough. It was his 5-1 vote. At least he didn't fall in the fire. All right. So let's move on to episode 6. All right, and I think we're 1 episode away from merging. And Alicia is at a 7 loyalty, and Roger's at a 6. Everyone's at a 5 in this 5-person alliance, but I think Alicia and Roger are in the best state right now. And loyalty is low in this tribe. Kel's back down to a 5. Kucha wins reward, Mountain Dew, and Doritos. And Okakor again wins immunity. And Nick and Kimmy bond slightly. And Deb pretty much seals her fate by leaving the alliance. But Tina also leaves her alliance. So Kimmy, that's 1 vote Kimmy. Deb, that's 1 vote Deb, 1 vote Kimmy, 3 votes left. Deb, that's 2 votes Deb, 1 vote Kimmy, 2 votes left. The 6th person voted out of Survivor Australia is Deb Eaton. That's 3, that's enough. And it was a 4-1 vote. All right, episode 7. We head to the merge. We are merged, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of one tribe, and I think it's 5 of the other. All right, we have our alliances. Roger again is increased to a 7. Roger wins immunity. Tina has a major meltdown, and Keith and Tina bond slightly, and a new alliance with Keith and Marilyn forms. Roger has the immunity necklace, and I'm going to guess probably Kimmy that's going. Tina, that's 1 vote Tina. Marilyn, that's 1 vote Marilyn, 1 vote Tina. 2 votes Marilyn, 1 vote Tina, 7 votes left. Tina, that's 2 votes Tina, 2 votes Marilyn, 6 votes left. Tina, that's 3 votes Tina, 2 votes Marilyn, 5 votes left. Tina, 4 votes Tina, 2 votes Marilyn, 4 votes left. Tina, that's 5 votes Tina and 2 votes Marilyn. The 7th person voted out of Survivor Australia, Tina Wesson. That's 6, that's enough. And we had 8 votes for Tina, 2 votes for Marilyn. So the only person who's stuck with Tina is Colby, which is no surprise. Alright, we're in an even heat. 2, 3, 4. No, we're not. Yeah, 5 to 4. Alright, our alliance is basically the same. And Roger shares a meal with Alicia, his pretty alliance mate, no surprise. Kel wins immunity. So Jerry and Marilyn have a disagreement. It has a lasting impact. And Colby leaves the alliance, no shock. Alright, so I'm thinking it's likely going to be Marilyn or Jerry. First vote, Marilyn. That's 1 vote Marilyn. Roger. It's 1 vote Marilyn, 1 vote Roger, 7 votes left. Roger. 2 votes Roger, 1 vote Marilyn. Marilyn. 2 Marilyn, 2 Roger, 5 votes left. 3 Marilyn and 2 votes Roger, 4 votes left. 4 votes Marilyn, 2 votes Roger. 4 Marilyn, 3 Roger, 2 votes left. 4 votes Roger, 4 votes Marilyn, 1 vote left. The 8th person voted out of Survivor Australia, and the first member of the jury is Marilyn. Wow. So that was Tribal Lines, 100%. No, that was Tribal Lines. Colby flipped on Marilyn. Wow. Oh, so we're back to even now. Yeah, so Colby flipping was what happened. We have a 9 and an 8. Wow. And a 7 for Kel. Alright, we have our reward challenge. Jerry and Nick win. Alicia wins immunity. Alright, so back. Alicia wins immunity. 1 second, we'll just exit out of here. Alright, and so the next big development is Keith leaves the alliance. It was Jerry and Kel and Keith has left the alliance after bonding with Nick. So, I'm thinking, excuse me, it's going to be a tie. I think it's going to be our first tie of the season. So, first vote is Kel. Kel. 2 votes Kel, 6 votes left. Kel. Kimmy. Kel. The 9th person voted out of Survivor Africa and the 2nd member of the jury. Kel. That's 5, that's enough. And it was a 6-2 vote. Alright, so Colby flipped again on Kel. Could be... And Keith flipped on Kel. Wow. Quite the season. Alright, we have our final 7. And we have a 9 and an 8 with Alicia and Roger. And we have our strong alliance of 4 with Alicia, Kimmy, Nick, and Roger. Alright, so we have our challenge where we win a couple rewards, not the most important. We'll scroll through. And Colby wins immunity. So they have Alicia and Colby have a small fight that has a lasting impact. Alright, so it's either going to be... I think it's going to be Jerry or Keith. Jerry. That's 1 vote, Jerry. Alicia. That's 1 vote, Alicia. 1 vote, Jerry. 5 votes left. Alicia. 2 votes, Alicia. 1 vote, Jerry. 4 votes left. Keith. 2 votes, Alicia. 1 vote, Jerry. 1 vote, Keith. 3 votes left. Keith. 2 votes, Alicia. 2 votes, Keith. 1 vote, Jerry. 2 votes left. Jerry. 2 votes, Jerry. 2 votes, Alicia. 1 vote left. 2 votes, Keith. 1 vote left. And the 10th person voted out of Survivor Australia and the 3rd member of the jury is Jerry. Wow. Alright, so we have our Alicia votes and our Jerry votes. Keith flipped. And that was all they needed, was Keith to flip. Alright, we have our final 6. With only 2 original, I think it was Ogakor members. Same, a little bit less loyalty, but Alicia and Roger are strong. Alright, Kimmy wins reward. Nick wins immunity. And Alicia and Roger have a minor disagreement. It has a lasting impact. So they're not as tight as they once were. Colby and Kimmy find something in common. Alright, I'm thinking we're going to see the end of... Colby. 1 vote, Keith. Colby. 1 vote, Colby. 1 vote, Keith. 4 votes left. Colby. 2 votes, Colby. 1 vote, Keith. 3 votes left. Colby. 3 votes, Colby. 1 vote, Keith. And the 11th person voted out of Survivor Australia and the 4th member of the jury is Colby. 5-1. Alright. So I think if Keith doesn't win immunity, you're looking at a final 4 of Alicia, Kimmy, Nick, and Roger. Alright, Roger wins reward. And Kimmy wins immunity. So Alicia and Keith bond. This could change something. Alright. Keith. That's 1 vote, Keith. Keith. 2 votes, Keith. If 1 more vote is on Keith, I think he's gone. Roger. 2 votes, Keith. 1 vote, Roger. The 12th person voted out of Survivor Australia and the 5th member of the jury is Keith. All 4 were on Keith. Alright. Let's get back to our final 4 of Alicia, Kimmy, Nick, and Roger. Currently, Alicia and Roger lead who I think is going to win, and Kimmy 3rd and Nick in last. Alright, Roger's a little bit more loyal. Nick wins reward. He wins the car, which means he's likely not winning the game. Roger wins immunity in the final 3. Nick and Alicia bond, so I think it's going to be Kimmy gone. Kimmy. That's 1 vote, Kimmy. Alicia. 1 vote, Alicia. 1 vote, Kimmy. 2 votes left. Kimmy. The 13th person voted out of Survivor Australia and the 6th member of the jury is Kimmy. Alright. So Nick sealed it. Nick bonded with Alicia, so this could go either way. And Alicia has guaranteed herself the final 2 and possibly the win. Alright. The 14th person voted out of Survivor Australia and the 7th member of the jury is Nick Brown. In possibly the wrong decision. I think Roger can beat her. Alright. Alicia Calloway, Roger Bingham face the jury. And we will proceed. Let's see who the winner is. 1 vote goes to Alicia. 1 vote, Alicia. 2nd vote goes to Roger. 1 vote, Roger. 3rd vote goes to Alicia. 2 votes, Alicia. 4th vote goes to Roger. 2 votes, Roger. Alicia. 3 votes, Alicia. 6th vote goes to Roger. 3 votes, Alicia. 3 votes, Roger. 3 votes, Alicia. 7th and winner is Roger. So Roger won by a 4-3, just as Tina did to Colby. Congratulations, Roger. You are the winner of Survivor, the Australian Outback. With the help of Colby, Jerry, Kimmy, and Marilyn. But even though Nick was voted out, he voted for Alicia. And Marilyn wins the fan favorite. Alright, so these are our places. We have Roger, Alicia, Nick, Kimmy, Keith, Colby, Jerry, Kel, Marilyn, Tina, Deb, Michael Scoopin, Elizabeth, Mitchell, Jeff, Varner, and Amber. Alright, and most challenged immunity wins was Roger and Alicia. Alright, so thank you for listening, and we'll see you again for Big Brother. I think it's 9, and then see you later for Survivor Africa. Yep.